For Tuesday, January 13th, 2015, your news brief on WhatsApp Caribbean as we take a look at developments in the region. I am Deanza Roberts. In the headlines, 2 missing, 5 dead and 10 hospitalized in minibus accident in St. Vincent. Haiti reflects 5 years after devastating earthquake, and Suriname clamping down on foreign bus drivers. In sports, Caribbean Superstation to air all Najigo Super 50 matches. The details to these and other stories up next.
Turbo charge. Dirty life. Turbo charge. Boom. The fed start. The place mad. One flash of rum. My head gone. Fall in the fence like raindrops. So when I lead, you follow me. Lord. As I reach the fence, I jump it up. Any girl I hold, I walk it on. Don't come and tell me the party done. Cause I come in here to play bass. Cause right now me, turbo, boom, charge. Right now me, turbo, charge. Right now me, turbo.
In the news, St. Vincent and the Grenadines are still in mourning following an early morning incident yesterday which claimed the lives of 5 persons. The Ministry of Health said late yesterday afternoon that it can verify that 5 persons died and 10 hospitalized as a result of the incident in which a minibus plunged into the seas at Rock Gutter, a community between Obia and Fancy in northeastern St. Vincent. Health Communications and Promotions Office in the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Environment, that's Anika Anderson Isaacs, said 15 persons were initially seen at the Obia clinic, where 1 was confirmed dead. The driver, who is alive and is himself with nursing injuries, reportedly assisted in rescue efforts. The ministry said approximately 21 passengers, 14 of whom are said to be students, were in the bus when the incident occurred. A number of tributes continue to pour in from a number of leaders, organizations and diaspora committees on the tragic incident, which yesterday sent shockwaves throughout the country. Haiti yesterday marked the 5th anniversary of the powerful earthquake that killed an estimated 300,000 people and left more than 1 million others homeless. But even as the government continued to seek assistance from the international community, hundreds of opposition supporters took to the streets on Sunday, demanding the resignation of President Michel Martelly, who was seeking to resolve a standoff over elections. The anniversary was also marked by smaller ceremonies in Port-au-Prince itself, including one at a UN compound that crumbled in the quake, and at the Canadian Embassy, where there's an inner circle in memory of 58 Canadians who died in the disaster. The Suriname government says while Guyanese bus drivers have the right to operate in the country, they must first apply for the necessary license to do so. The Ministry of Transport, Communications and Tourism made the announcement after bus drivers early this month called on the authorities to find a solution to the problem where Guyanese bus drivers transporting passengers to the Suriname-Guyana border now travel to the capital, Paramaribo. The TCT said it has requested the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to help arrange a meeting with its transport counterpart in Guyana, and that it has also requested information from the Guyana Embassy about what is required from Suriname bus drivers who want to take passengers beyond the western border. Finally, in news, Cayman Airways Limited, the pilots carried out an emergency descent on a flight from Miami to Grand Cayman on the weekend after the flight KX-103 had experienced lower than normal cabin pressure levels. As a precautionary measure, pilots requested clearance for an emergency descent from cruise altitude of 32,000 feet to 10,000 feet. The flight continued uneventfully and landed in Grand Cayman without incident. Cayman Airways President and CEO Fabian Worms, in a statement to Cayman 27, said the descent from cruise to 10,000 feet was a measure in keeping with standard operating procedures. The aircraft involved in the incident was taken out of service on Sunday for repairs. That was a look at news. Up next, a look at sports.
Turbo charge. Dirty life. Turbo charge. Boom. the fed start, the place mad. One flash of rum, my head gone. Fall in the fed like raindrops. So when I lead, you follow me. Lord, as I reach the fed, I jump it up. Any girl I hold, I walk it on. Don't come and tell me the party done. Cause I come in here to play bass. Cause right now me, turbo, boom, charge. Right now me, turbo, charge. Right now me, turbo.
In sports, the West Indies Cricket Board has announced that the Caribbean Superstation will be its radio broadcast partner for the Nagico Super 50 tournament starting this Thursday in Trinidad and Tobago. All 15 matches in the tournament will be broadcast live on the CSS Gem radio network of stations, as well as other independent broadcasters. Voices to be heard on the broadcast include former West Indies players Colin Croft and Philip Wallace, as well as long-time play-by-play callers Andrew Mason, Stevenson Worm, among others. Richard Purcell, the general manager of Caribbean Communications Limited, says that they are delighted to once again partner with the WICB and Nagico to ensure fans in the region can follow the tournament. He says airing the matches was not a difficult decision, since it is clear that cricket still holds a special place in the hearts of many people in the region. That was a look at sports. Up next, a recap of the headlines.
Turbo charge. Dirty life. Turbo charge. Boom. The fed start. The place mad. One flash of rum. My head gone. Fall in the fed like raindrops. So when I lead, you follow me. Lord, as I reach the fed, I jump it up. Any girl I hold, I walk it on. Don't come and tell me the party done. Cause I come in here to play bass. Cause right now me, turbo, boom, charge. Right now me, turbo, charge. Right now me, turbo.
Recapping the top stories making news. 2 missing, 5 dead, 10 hospitalized in minibus accident which occurred in St. Vincent yesterday morning. Haiti reflects 5 years after the devastating earthquake, and Suriname clamping down on foreign bus drivers. And in sports, Caribbean Superstation to air all Nagico Super 50 matches. Remember, for the latest in news, sports and other developments in the region, log on to whatsapcaribbean.com, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. This was a Carib 5 production. Until then, Deanza Roberts, thanks for joining us.